Chapter 7. Power of Perseverance. Don't let your failures bring you down. Don't be a quitter. Persistence is the key. Abraham Lincoln. Persistence is doing something despite challenges or delays in achieving success. There would be difficulties in the journey of achieving bigger goals. Hence, we must have the perseverance to achieve our goals. In the previous chapter, you have read about the power of dreams. Most people dream, but only a few can fulfill their dreams. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl." But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. Those who have achieved success are the ones who have the skill of perseverance. Michael Jordan is considered the greatest basketball player the world has ever seen. He once quoted, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." In ancient Indian texts, it's mentioned that anybody can start, but those who start with the end in mind are the winners. Perseverance keeps you dedicated to your goal. 7.1 Karoli Takash and his perseverance for Olympic gold. Karoli Takash, 28, was an officer in the Hungarian army. He was considered one of the best pistol shooters in the world, hence widely considered to win. During an army training session, a hand grenade exploded in his right hand and permanently damaged it. The dream of gold winning was shattered. He could have gone into depression, cursing his luck. But not Karoli. He was determined to win the Olympic gold. Rather than thinking on what he had lost, Karoli decided to focus on what he still had: the determination to succeed, the burning desire of getting the gold medal, the mental strength, and a healthy left hand. Karoli was back on the shooting range within a month, learning to shoot with his left hand. It was not so easy. He had never done shooting with his left hand. The right shoulder pained, the left hand was unsteady, but he was determined. 2 successive Olympics were cancelled due to World War II. And finally, the Games came to London in 1958, 10 years after Karoli's accident. From Hungary, Karoli Takash was chosen to represent in the shooting event. Guess what? He won the gold, that too by shooting with his left hand. Isn't it an amazing story of the power of perseverance? 7.2 Thomas Alva Edison's incredible story. When Thomas Alva Edison was a young boy, school teachers used to call him stupid and unteachable. He spent his initial years working and being fired from various jobs, including termination from a telegraph company at the age of 21. Despite these failures, he never strayed from his true passion, which was inventing. His perseverance for invention led him to obtain 1,093 patents in his career. A few of his remarkable inventions are the light bulb, stock printer, phonograph, and alkaline battery. Edison claimed that he faced more failure during his career than success, therefore imaging how determined he was. Edison once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Edison had become famous after inventing the light bulb. After that, he wanted to invent light bulb filament so that its affordability and quality could. Costs were very high. To counter this issue, Edison opened his ore mining plant in his state. For almost a decade, Edison devoted all his time and money to the plant. He realized a lot of scope of improvement in mining operations, and hence, worked on that and finally obtained 47 patents for inventions designed to make the plant run more smoothly. After doing everything possible, Edison's project still failed due to the low-quality ore. Nevertheless, one of the 47 inventions in the mining plant clicked. A newly designed crushing machine revolutionized the cement industry and helped him to earn enough money that he lost in failed ore mining. Henry Ford is credited for mass production of cars, thanks to his moving assembly line concept. But do you know, Edison's ore mining project inspired it? Thus, it may be believed that Edison paved the way for modern-day industrial production. Therefore, despite all negative feedbacks and failures, Edison managed to become one of the greatest scientists. Similarly, one more great personality faced numerous failures, but his power of perseverance helped him succeed. 7.3 Abraham Lincoln and failures. Abraham Lincoln faced many failures in his life. Repeated failures shatter the person, but he chose not to bow against failure. His perseverance led him to become one of the greatest U.S. presidents of all time. Before becoming a president, he encountered several challenges. Some of these are: his mother died when he was just 9 years, his business measurably failed, he lost state legislature election, he lost his job, wanted to go to law school but couldn't even get admission, tried starting a business and borrowed some money from his friends, but by the end of the year, he faced bankruptcy. Can you imagine how tough it was for him? Still, he decided not to give up. Next time again, he contests in the election for the state legislature, and this married. He thought everything would be right now, but then, his fiancée died. And this incident led to his nervous breakdown, and he was bedridden for 6 months. After recovering, he again tried entering politics and faced defeat many times. Still, he did not lose hope. He kept on doing social work, and finally was elected president of the US. Do you know somebody who faced more challenges than Abraham Lincoln did? At least, I do not. Therefore, what was the reason for his success? Obviously many qualities, but one, which stands out, is his perseverance. 7.4 Albert Einstein and perseverance. Einstein is now known as a genius, but young Albert Einstein was not viewed as much of a bright scholar. His parents and school teachers began to think he was mentally disabled and socially awkward because he did not start to speak until the age of 4 or read until he was 7. Einstein was eventually expelled from school and even denied entry to Zurich Polytechnic School. After education, he worked as a patent clerk, and finally, his perseverance helped him reach the pinnacle of scientific research. The purpose of sharing all the above stories of famous personalities is to emphasize that success can be achieved despite tough challenges if there is perseverance. If you want to taste success, be ready for difficulties. It is the perseverance